Oh shit! Is anyone watching football currently?
I
No.
am.
Was there a Moon Knight
Oh.
trailer?
Oh, I did not see any Moon Knight trailer.
Let me know if that happens, because I'm gonna watch that at some point tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, was there some like big Disney drop recently? Because I saw like a bunch of announcements, but for some reason it was all in Japanese.
Oh. Well, it's probably because you follow almost exclusively Japanese artists on Twitter.
Correct.
I thought you were asking about the actual football. I should have known better.
No, I mean, I don't care about football anymore because both the Bears and Colts are an embarrassment to mankind, but...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a given.
But at least the Bears fucking fired half the people.
I'm
Yeah,
excited about
the Colts were like, let's run it back.
The Buffalo Bills kicked the ass of the New England Patriots.
What? There's some big Bengals thing that happened yesterday, or what?
The Bengals also won for like the first time in like
Bengals
16
won.
years. They won a game in the playoffs or something like that.
And people were mad at the refs because they made one bad call.
I see.
People were also maybe mad at the refs at the end of the Dallas Cowboys game, but then I saw...
anytime the Dallas Cowboys lose, that's a win for humanity.
True. And then I saw other people being like, hey, maybe if you are down by one score with 12 seconds on the game, you shouldn't rely on a geriatric 60-year-old man to run a 1440 or a 440 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, that man shouldn't be...
60-year-old man?
Because to start before the ball can be snapped, the referee has to touch it. So they did a play and got quickly down the field with little time remaining, and the referee tried his Lucky life!
Lucky life! Wow, that was quick.
Yeah,
Quick.
I'm fucking on it. Anyway, yeah, and like, I don't know, the old man tried his best to run very far down the football field very quickly, and then time ran out because, like, he's old.
Well, and
I can
and the thing is, like,
while the ump is preparing for something.
Well, because there's just a running play clock, which is not a problem in general for football until the final two minutes of the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then it's like,
that's-
oh shit, now we have to actually think about clock management.
yeah. And you gotta hand the referee has to touch the ball every time. This isn't a weird rule.
No.
Gotta make sure you hand it to him.
It was a bad play call, is what it was.
Yeah, it was, and also
bad
like their entire
organization run by
offensive,
a bad man, so
also like the entire Dallas Cowboys offensive line, like did a 100% amazing job, completely boxing out the ref.
Yeah, it looked intentional. Like they were just trying to keep him from getting to the ball.
I should kill some Remobras because I need Remover stuff. Thanks, Goth Harag.
I want to be on you, Basil, guys. Just fucking chill, bro.
Prefer tomato basil, guys.
Okay, you know what? That's on me. You know what? That's on me.
Peace the fuck out of here.
Ew. Chris Cranston?
I tried to carve a Remobra that was inside the Gossarog's taint.
Okay.
Yeah, not the best move there.
Like I said, that one's on me. Where did it go? I need to carve it.
Alright, I am going to utilize my sleep coating
Cool.
on the Monster Bumpus Man.
Monster Bumpus,
Gross.
man. Where the fuck did that
Bumpus.
bat go?
Monster
Yeah.
5 Bumpus Man.
Bumpus 6,
Zero.
The Return of Man.
I don't know if we need another species of man.
Who's man?
I think we're
That's
probably
like
the best
one
men
of
who
my
ever wanted
favorite
this.
single line Futurama jokes.
Very good.
There are a lot of good ones.
Bad news. Turns out I never put the coding on. So I'm bad at video games.
Hmm.
I was really looking forward to waking this guy up at a bad time.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Jordan just went flying.
I don't know. I not.
Oh, the
recognize that
motherfucker!
move.
The motherfucker!
Sleep. Thank you, Duncan.
Yeah, he like put his hand down, and all of a sudden I was in the air. So I don't know what happened there.
I guess I'll. Yeah, you do your thing.
Wave?
Look at this man, there's tiny bombs.
We're gonna ignore this man's tiny bombs, just this once. Bye.
Bye. I
like-
mean,
I am out of here.
if I got exploded to wake up, I would also leave.
Let's leave.
But yeah. Oh, he's back.
Oh, what the hell is happening?
Harold? Wait, do I have throwing knives? I do have throwing knives.
And for what reason do you need to know that?
Remobra.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Because I need, like,
You want me
striped
to
hide or
smack
something.
this one? I exploded a remover out of the air. Enjoy.
Thank you.
It seems like every time Capcom makes a monster, they're like, this guy needs a big move. Laser? Alright, laser.
Yeah,
Oh,
I find it mildly disappointing that the Gossarog has a laser, but
man. I guess there's just only so many ways you can give a monster range, which is probably the main issue.
I think the laser is at least an interesting attack to avoid because you kind of have to use wire bugs for it. Unless you're far enough away.
And it does, like, a dual sweep thing, which not... Like, it goes in both
Yeah.
axes, which not many lasers will do.
Yeah, but he already has the hand blades that fly.
That is
Great.
true.
That's all, yeah. As like his projectile.
Yeah. He doesn't really need a laser.
Damn.
I want to be on it. Should I run for the Basil base? Oh, nice.
Woo.
I guess hit the back as much as you can because that shit's like the hardest thing to break in the entire game.
Yeah, it really is.
I think that's why I started using bow and arrow actually because I was the only one who could hit the back.
I haven't used bow in a minute.
Yeah, you thought it was bad, which is a fucking bad take.
No, I didn't think it was. I thought it was bad in the demo because I didn't understand how to use it.
You know, I constantly forget to use the very good shot type that I have, which is affinity boosting.
What about brace?
This is so miserably bad, like I don't even want to use a bow that has it.
So bad. Recovery and affinity are the only acceptable ones, and recovery is almost the only acceptable one.
Affinity is great because you can boost yourself with it.
It's true.
As much as you want, but recovery is also
But
good.
you can also essentially just spam a life pattern if you have recovery.
Someone ought to make that hunting. Whoa! Well, okay, come on. It's just like one of those things where, like, sometimes you're on the ground and you can get attacked, and sometimes you're on the ground and you can't. So, like, I decided against using my wire bug because I'm like, well, I've got iframes on the ground.
Yeah,
But-
because that's like a legitimate strategy in this game is to take your iframes when you're on the ground after an attack to avoid the follow-up.
Correct. And that is exactly what I did in that last hunt, and right there as well. And it worked miserably for me.
Yeah, because in this game, they're sometimes just like, nah, but it didn't work this time.
Yeah.
And you're
Like,
like,
if it was consistent, I would be okay with it. But,
explanation or visual indicator of that?
yeah. Because I did have a wire bug I could have used, but I thought that would have been more dangerous, so I didn't. I need to go
I think
Game bad.
it's-
Not enough content.
I think why isn't it a game? Why isn't it a game as a service game? Why isn't it a live game? Why isn't it?
Why didn't I pay $60 and then I'm going to pay $15 every month?
Yeah, I don't understand. Why isn't there a battle pass?
I demand constant updates of random skins. I demand Rick and Morty to be in my Monster Hunter.
Okay, I do have to
Naruto and
say,
Sasuke.
as I was driving to work, I was listening to the Besties podcast with Tim, and they were talking about games don't exist presently. They're just, and their whole thing is they generally review one new game a week, but there isn't. So they were talking about Fortnite.
Okay.
As like revisiting it since there's like a new season or whatever. And they were like, the thing about Fortnite is they take all of these media characters and just make them skins in this game, and then give them the exact amount of respect they deserve, which is fucking none at all. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair enough.
Like, basically, you just slap the visual of it on. And
Yeah, fuck it.
Still exists.
Fuck
in
it.
the
Rick and
miserable
Morty can
context
be
of
next to an
Fortnite.
actual NFL player who can be next to fucking
The Joker.
Spider-Man, who could be next to the Joker, who could be next to like a photorealistic version of
Sasuke
Keanu
Uchiha.
Reeves. Who gives a
Yeah.
shit?
Very, like, smashing all your action figures together, isn't it?
It actually is exactly that.
I mean, there's no wonder why it's so successful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they have another good, like, MLK Day event?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
no.
right! Oh no!
Did they do an embarrassing MLK event?
You didn't hear
Yeah.
about
Is that
this
what
last
it
year?
was?
Yeah,
Was it MLK, right?
It was MLK.
because
Yeah, they had set up a thing where you could, like, walk around as your player character in, like a
Like,
non-violent, like, was it, like, the memorial or something? And they
I
were
think it was
playing, like,
the steps at the Lincoln Memorial. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they were playing, like, his, like, I Have a Dream speech on repeat. And so, like,
there's just
it was,
screen caps of, like, the fucking Joker standing
Yeah,
in front of
It was actually the Xenomorph.
yeah,
it.
right. It was always ill-advised, but maybe like, you can see a hint of a good idea, but then you have the Xenomorph like standing there watching MLK, and it's just like, this doesn't
I
work.
think it's the greatest MLK Day event that's ever existed.
It's better than
That's
Republican
what he wanted.
politicians
All
tweeting
people,
quotes out of
including
context.
xenomorphs, to stand together at the Lincoln Memorial.
I mean, like that's just the peak of what you just said, Chris, about how
Yeah.
giving, like, nothing any respect.
Should we listen to this man's message? No.
But Chris, injustice in Fortnite is a threat to justice everywhere.
I hear if you have your rights taken away from you in Fortnite, you have your rights taken away from you in real life.
I believe it. It's why Epic is fighting Apple so hard.
Are they specifically?
Well, there was that big lawsuit that I think is resolved now.
I don't think I've
Because they wanted to.
It was a whole thing about microtransactions through the App Store.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to like do their own microtransactions through Apple, and Apple was like, no, and the court decided that they both suck.
Fair.
I think Rick Sanchez and the Xenomorph from Alien learned something today and have been given a lot to reflect on.
Rick Sanchez, that's right.
Right.
Dude, that's beautiful. I mean, in a really kind of sad way, but that's really funny.
I mean, it's hilarious. it's not meaningful, which is what they were going for.
I really can't believe I didn't see like a retrospective on that.
I don't know. I would argue it means something.
I hope they were being like, we're Fortnite and we're a video game for children, and this is kind of funny.
I mean, I'm sure that they had good intentions.
They definitely had good intentions. They're just morons.
Yeah, when you're like MLK Memorial like thing looks like that, it was better just to have not done anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to it's better to just like have a link during loading screens to be like, hey, look.
Yeah.
Instead, right, there was a loading screen fucking on MLK Day, the memorial of the man who was assassinated. There's a loading screen tip that just said, tip, aim for the head.
That's great. That's right. I remember seeing that.
Oh, that's too funny.
Just zero thought whatsoever.
Like, who even needs to be told that in a video game?
I mean, to be fair, it's a good tip, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris, did you have any like an MLK Day event today, or did you just not have one?
Oh no, we went in, did some like admin work. We fixed our speakers, which was actually nice.
Which ones?
Our house right mains just did not have any.
Your Shrot?
Yeah, apparently for like the past 2 years, basically, there just hasn't been any highs whatsoever. Or I guess so. We had to order a bunch of new drivers for the speaker cones and a few fuses, and we had someone come in and we went through it and fixed it. So we have like functioning speakers again, which is nice. And then we had some kids come in and be like, "Hey, we're gonna like make sure you actually know the bare minimum basics of your job."
for fucking once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did new people start at the beginning of the semester? Or?
No, but it's just like, hey, not everyone is comfortable with like. So if someone's a lighting person, we want to make sure they have an understanding of audio, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Wow, I've died a lot, huh?
Yeah.
A few times.
For being the guy who has put in... Let's see.
You've earned a few.
405 or more hours.
Like I said, you've earned a few.
I guess so. Now what? Well, Duncan needs Magnum Olive stuff, right?
I do. Just 2 shell pluses.
You can fight some shells.
Fucking God willing, it would be 1 hunt. It would be 1 hunt, man.
No, you shouldn't have said it. The game heard.
I know.
They just introduced a 3 Acnosom hunt. And I'm like, why not something, like, useful?
Like anything else?
Like, literally anything else in the game. It's like the fucking... Jordan, you remember Rajang's holiday special?
Yeah, that's... Oh, it was Rajang and 2 baggies? Roggies, yeah. And it's just like, why? What?
Who?
It's like clearly they were going for some kind of joke, but the jokes did not land at all.
Yeah. There's an event quest called Blazing Soul of a Warrior that's on Magnum Olive. And it's not advanced. So... you could do that.
Wait, 1 second. These tweets
No,
are...
this looks like Moon Knight now. They're showing Moon Knight things.
Oh shit, okay, cool, I'll watch that trailer once
Moon Knight is Oscar Isaac.
It's Oscar Isaac, yeah, and it seems like they're leaning into like the more like fucking Dracula style stuff of Moon Knight, which is what it always should have been.
How do you know this if you have not
I
seen
know
it?
nothing about Moon Knight.
I mean, there was just a teaser trailer that was shown
Oh,
yesterday.
it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, why was apparently the reason people weren't tweeting about how it's been a year since this MLK thing is because it hasn't been a year?
Oh,
It happened in August of last year?
I was wondering. It didn't feel like a year. It was probably the anniversary of the speech.
It's probably
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
anniversary
yeah.
of the speech.
Okay. I know, because I also didn't think it felt like it had been a year since.
I was about to say, like, that's been a year. It feels like less than a year.
Mm.
Great.
Let's see, what should I switch to? I think it's been a minute since I did. Oh yeah, Chris, do you want to see Belle, the film Belle, with me sometime soon?
That got like some decent reviews, didn't it?
It has. I'm very skeptical of it, but it has gotten good reviews, yeah.
Oh shit, this is a 2-minute long trailer. Yeah, I will just keep this open in a tab for later. Yeah, I was also skeptical of it because of the obvious reasons, I think.
Because of the entire premise and
Yeah.
pop music.
Yeah, that's part of the reason.
What is this film?
It's the new Mamoru Hosoda film. Mamoru Hosoda.
Mamoru.
He's the Girl Who Left Through Time and the
Summer Wars.
Wolf Children, Summer Wars, the Beast, Boy and the Beast.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
It was good, not like excellent, but good. But yeah, it just looks like Summer Wars again, except it's the plot of Beauty and the Beast, and I'm not very comfortable with either of those things. And there's also a bunch of pop music in it, which means there's no way in hell I'm seeing it in English. Like,
right.
I don't know. I watched like they put up like the opening 2 minutes or something of it dubbed, and I'm like, oh god, no. And I am not even a purist, but the singing was so mismatched. I'm like, I cannot bear to watch that for $15.
Okay, I don't know why I was going to make this armor set, but I've made it now. So I have that in my pouch forever.
Ooh.
Which one? Oh, Gossamer?
The Damascus.
Oh. It's got some helpful pieces on it, I think.
Sure.
I don't even know if I've made the full Damascus armor.
It was just one of the ones that I guess I put in a wish list, so now that's not in my wish list anymore.
First you take it, and then you take it.
Oh, also, a Blade movie is going to happen, so that's cool. Hopefully that will just be very different than every other Marvel movie.
As long as it's not fucking Jared Leto.
Playing Blade?
Yeah.
It's
he'll make a
Mahershala
cameo
Ali.
appearance. Gotta have the crossover potential.
Like, the sad thing is, I saw the Morbius stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is intriguing. This is way different than typical superhero stuff. And then I realized it was Jared Leto and said, oh, never mind.
Jared Leto shouldn't be allowed around a theater. What was that,
I don't know why they would. I said it also just looks bad too, though. I don't like.
Yeah.
They should have just remade Blade immediately and not done this.
Well, this is a different studio.
Yeah, because Sony has the rights to Morbius for.
What the fucking Sony rights? Like what?
I guess Morbius was part of Spider-Man.
Yeah, Morbius is a Spider-Man guy. Yeah.
Oh, my lord.
You know, Spider-Man, famous vampire hunter.
So, Disney owns Blade?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Blade is a Marvel thing.
Anyone who
I do know Blade's Marvel.
anyone who isn't like the biggest name Marvel has is owned by Marvel still.
Yeah. So any Fantastic Four, any X-Men, any Spider-Man, and the characters who are generally associated with those go to them.
Huh.
Which is why, like, the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were such a huge issue because they are mutants and started out in X-Men comics, but are primarily associated with the Avengers.
Anyway,
Right.
and they killed Quicksilver immediately, so who gives
Yeah.
a shit?
Out of spite.
Out of something. That was a bad movie.
I haven't seen it since I saw it with Duncan and Campbell the day it came out, or like the day after.
I think same, honestly. I don't think I've ever gone back and rewatched that movie.
I think I've done it once. I don't know. I probably like it a bit more than most people, but it's not... It's definitely
But to
kind
be
of like a lull.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think I've seen the original Avengers since I saw it in theaters either.
Yeah,
Like,
I haven't seen the original Avengers in a fucking minute.
What are we
that was
fighting?
what, like,
Right, the Magnum.
That came out in
Right.
2012, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, that came out when we were in high school.
definitely. In
I
fact, I
think
think
the
it came
original...
out. Oh!
I've watched it since then. I think it holds up from what I remember, but it's been a while even since I've seen that.
Hmm.
Joss has his fucking hands all over it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very Joss, but...
Like, one of my bigger problems with Eternals was honestly the screenplay felt like it was written by that man.
What the hell?
Yeah, what just happened?
Damn it.
I don't know. And also, all of my wire bugs were taken away.
Oh wait, this is not where at all.
It didn't call this an advanced quest, so I thought it would just be like normal damage.
No, this is the regular Magnum Hollow quest. He's just...
No, it is an event. I picked an event
Oh, it
quest, but it almost always says advanced when they have like increased damage.
No,
I say almost because apparently it doesn't always say it. Oh, it makes me want to walk around and get birds again.
and it makes me want to walk
Walk around and get
birds.
walk around.
What is happening?
Tim and Chris have gone off on song. Like, don't you know them?
I met in the game, ah! I want my mom!
Where am I?
Have you been here at all?
No.
I haven't been there either. I am...
Why not? Is it only me? Don't
Yes.
That's why we're getting fucked up by
That's
this.
a shit show. Are you kidding?
I'm
I'm
legitimately
here.
lost.
Oh my god, guys.
No, I was getting birds, and then I saw a Remobra and decided to kill it. And then I realized the path I had
You
chosen
guys were here with us the entire
did not
time.
lead me to the Magnum Aldo.
Not doing great at the moment.
Paralyzed
Let's see.
it once.
All right,
know
I
what
found
makes
my
me
way.
wanna walk.
Sorry, guys. I was legitimately confused.
Gather birds up in birds.
Well, cool. I'm gonna just go run
What
away
the
for half an hour.
Fuck!
Yeah, you guys enjoy.
Enjoy fighting this fucking Magnum Hollow from hell.
I'm
Yeah, just-
actually going to run away.
I'm gonna
He
go
already
grab-
he left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab birds, like you were saying. Do some of that.
Just like Peter Griffin.
Honestly, we should, as a group, we should probably take advantage of that more.
Fuck you.
Well,
All right.
the problem with the hunt that I died 3 times in.
Well,
Gave
yeah,
you-
that one was,
Gave you Max
that was
Bird.
independent of any bird issues.
Miss Independent?
What?
Who sung that song?
I thought that was just some random Marvel superhero I didn't know.
Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson is Miss Independent in.
The Eternals.
No, those
Sorry,
guys are
Harry's
all
not-
vaguely named after mythological figures.
Excuse me, Chris. I believe you mean to say that the mythological figures are named after them.
Go to prison.
Oh my
I'll
lord.
try.
Is it one of those?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, Tim,
fucking
then you...
hate that kind of movie.
Oh, Tim,
So
I have some
much.
amazing news for you about what was teased at the end.
Uh,
It's all of the Arthurian legend shit. King Arthur exists and is real in Marvel.
okay.
Well, that one's not so bad. They're setting up the Black Knight. Or that's Jon Snow. Jon Snow is going to be the Black Knight, who is a Marvel superhero.
Kit Harington.
Did like an Eternal kill Hitler or some shit?
No, but the Eternals were responsible for the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I mean, that was a more like indirectly responsible sort of thing. Like he felt responsible for being like, hey, here's some technology. And
I'm only hearing about this film, but it is my least favorite film of all time.
There.
I mean, it's not good, but it is not like fucking Mr. Eternal is like, oh, what have I wrought? He's mostly just like, wow, I feel bad because humans keep killing each other and I'm not allowed to stop them.
Right.
What the fuck happened over there?
I got dunked. I got alley-ooped. Even though I wirebugged, that was apparently the one that you weren't supposed to wirebug, which is indistinguishable from the one that you have to wirebug.
Yes.
Oh my god! Everything he does like 4 fucking million damage.
This is correct.
I thought you were gonna end that with just 4.
Congratulations to Jordan for being the best Monster Hunter.
Why so?
He hasn't fainted today.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He was why we failed. He was the last.
Yeah,
death.
let's rephrase that sentence there.
I did.
I know.
Oh, well, that makes me the best Monster Hunter.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Where am
Did
I?
Duncan faint?
I have fainted 1 time today, yes.
Okay.
In the
On the
normal
first
fight.
thing we did, on the Basil Geist.
On the Basil guys.
Oh, I think I also fainted on that, didn't I?
Basil guys.
Yeah, we had 2.
Good God.
Basil guys.
Bad turn for me today.
Yeah, Tim, you're so bad at Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 3 Magnum Shell Plus from the pickups. I would recommend getting those before we fail this quest.
We're not gonna fail this
Yeah,
quest.
fair enough. I got only scale pluses.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
I got 2 shell pluses and a skeut.
It is cute.
You know what makes me want to skeut?
You.
Throw my hands up
I
and skeut.
often use the term "skewt" in like regular conversation, and no one ever knows what I'm talking about, and I love it.
That's the correct way to have conversations.
Yeah, that's exactly how I thought that this conversation would go.
Is a skewt like a taint?
That's how I've always interpreted it. I'm sure it's,
Probably
I don't know
not.
why.
but it just seems like it would be.
Yeah.
I don't
so-
know. I think a skewt is actually like a shoulder.
That's the wrong.
That seems
Really?
more correct.
That's a pauldron.
well, it definitely seems correct for a Megapolitan.
What is happening? My camera is incomprehensible.
It's
You
inside.
are in bones.
It's in bones.
We're in bones.
What do you mean you're in bones?
In the bone of my skewt.
Why are you
Yeah.
hunting monsters?
I was sifting for my life powder and did not get to it.
Like,
Looks like someone else also tried.
what?
I'll give credit to Jordan. I didn't touch it.
That was me.
Anyway, the bones in this area are apparently like Narwa.
Ah,
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It is supposed to be some kind of sea slug. I guess. Or based on a sea slug.
Fucking hate sea slugs.
You do? I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to have an opinion.
anyway, I love sea slugs, and now that I know you hate sea slugs, we can no longer be friends.
Okay.
How the hell do I... Like, how do I fast travel here?
What? 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 What?
That time I did try and get to the life powder, I just wasn't fast enough.
I can't even really describe what happened.
So the thing I didn't get was any shell pluses.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just did one of those things where he like went up in the air and it was not attack oriented, but it took out 2/3 of my health, and then he rushed at me from the other end of the area.
Yeah, yeah.
That was impressive because he rushed from one end of the area to the other, missing you, and then went like halfway through the area again to get you.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty much exactly right.
I'm glad we had
Well,
the
we could
sequel.
also-
We had the sequel to Wet.
I guess so. Let's do a normal Magnum Olive for Duncan.
Yeah, let's get our confidence back up.
I'm fucking sky high.
If the game wants to let me.
Anyway, Chris, how disappointed are you that it wasn't Captain Britain at the end of Eternals?
I'm fine with it because everyone's like, "Yo, that's Mahershala Ali. They're doing Blade, motherfuckers."
Yeah, but it could be Blade and Brian,
And Captain Braddock.
the best buddy comedy to ever exist.
Okay, you know what? Motherfucker going around with Excalibur hunting vampires?
Yeah, why not?
That'd be pretty
I'd
alright.
watch it.
Like, they're doing multiversal nonsense, and Captain Britain is all about multiversal nonsense.
It's
That's his
true.
entire shtick.
It's true.
Goddamn Captain Britain.
You ever see, like, I think it's a Tumblr post that's like, Captain America, okay, Avengers, so what are we going to do next? And that's like, Blade, are any of you going to help me with the vampires? Please,
Yes.
there are so many. Captain America, no.
Blade is kind of an odd one in the Marvel context. Because he is just like this random vampire hunter
Yep.
who's like, fight vampires, like apparently a huge threat that no one else is dealing with.
Dracula exists and is a problem.
Who is going to be Marvel's Dracula, do you think?
Oh, sorry guys. I thought I clicked it. Who's going to be Marvel's Dracula? I don't know. Willem Dafoe. He'd be a fun vampire.
He's already technically in it, though, so...
Yeah, but I think we can start reusing people. We already filtered through every single actor by my estimation, so might as well start reusing people.
Yeah.
Dracula's probably just gonna be Timothy Chalamet because he's fucking everything.
Yeah, probably.
And he is
I
correct.
mean, I think they'll be slightly smarter than that.
No, they won't.
Did you say?
Why do you have any faith in Marvel Studios?
Their casting decisions are usually not the worst.
That's true. Their casting decisions are generally pretty good.
That is the credit I will give them.
I can't wait for Blade when he fights Blade at the end.
Don't think that's how it works.
That's how every Marvel movie works.
Fair
Either
point.
Blade or a giant dragon vampire bat.
Yeah,
That-
probably.
yeah, right.
One sounds more interesting.
Yeah, I was like really into Shang-Chi until they were like, there's a dark thing behind the gate. And I was like, alright. Here we go.
Yes, I completely agree. That
Yeah.
PG monstrosity that I don't care about.
I think 80% of Shang-Chi was very fun and cool, and then it turned into the Marvel mob battle at the end.
Yeah,
It has
we were
to
talking-
come to now.
we were talking about that earlier. I was also saying that was my main issue with it. Especially because the Mandarin is a pretty compelling villain. Like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, his dad in general, like.
Yeah, that was a good story about family redemption and all that shit.
And people really fucking like the Mandarin.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean he was a cool villain, like for the first time in Marvel history. And I actually kind of cared about what was going on with the story. I liked Aquafina and her singing fucking Hotel California at people's faces. That was silly. It was all going great until they had to battle a giant fucking soul-sucking creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, of course, they make fun of in the end, but at the same time, it's like, you did do it for, like, a solid 30 minutes,
Yeah,
though.
but that was like the whole fucking like climax of the movie, though. So like, maybe do something more compelling. It just like it's like Soul Sucker comes out, casually kills his dad,
Yeah.
and then does almost nothing else, and then he does ring things, and you're like, woohoo! Now he can use the rings that are evil. I think.
No, his dad is evil or something. I don't know.
Somehow Trevor doesn't ride a horse, and that was maybe the most upsetting thing to me.
Yeah, that one was a big drop ball there.
Yeah. Trevor didn't have a horse. Trevor was the best character.
And now you can watch my Iron Man 3 and be confidently assured it's a good movie.
Be confidently assured I won't like it, but I like Trevor now.
Don't worry, I've got a
It
store.
was a very funny rehash of that whole debacle.
What do you mean by debacle? It was great.
And,
Oh my god, it's so
well, I mean,
far away.
debacle in terms of the universe. Like,
Someone go get that Lucky Life. I'm on a stork.
Lucky Life!
I'm close-ish. You're on a stork?
I'm on a stork.
look at this Mangamal just ran away as soon as I got here. What a dickhead.
What? No! The bird!
He's gone, man.
Oh!
Hey, I got another scale plus.
No!
for the shiny.
I was just there!
Hey, he's getting closer to me, going after the Lucky Life.
Oh god, I'm so fucked.
He also chose the Acnosome, which has, like, the least firepower against...
There's three monsters in here. This is going to be a fucking mess.
Oh, I got it! I got it!
There was an Almudron in here too, and you got the goddamn Agnes?
I crossed paths with the Agnosome first. I was on that thing for like 5 minutes.
Guess who's now also on a monster? It's Jordan.
Well, lots of,
It's
lots of
Aquafina
shell plus chances.
from Marvel Studios, Shang-Chi.
Yes, it is Aquafina.
Say
Where
some of
is
those
all my
things that you
stupid
say.
ammo?
I'm not sure. I actually don't know anything about Aquafina, unfortunately.
I also don't.
She
I don't
was
like
a
her
rapper,
stage
but now
name.
is only an actress or something?
I guess.
I thought she was a comedian.
I think he did rap.
Maybe she's
I'm
one of
pretty
those
sure she
rapping
raps as
comedians.
well.
Has this thing already been KO'd, or am I insane?
I don't know. I don't think so. It should have been
I think
Kata.
it's had a bad time so far. To be sure.
There are 8 million shinies on the ground.
And none of them are shell pluses, I can give it to you.
I need to leave because somehow even going back to the camp, I did not grab the right ammo set. Where the hell is the ammo set I need? If only I named my item sets, that would be helpful.
Yeah, you're a monster because you have 18,000 item sets and none of them are named.
No, I have 18,000 equipment sets. I only have a couple item sets.
Okay.
It's gotta be this one.
God,
Yeah.
stop moving.
That would be disadvantageous for itself.
Yeah, but it'd be more fun.
Would it? If Monster Hunter was just a giant beast laying supine as you slowly beat the shit out of it, would that be fun?
I think it'd be fun.
You're a monster. Turns out it's man.
Enjoy getting blasted away.
Yay! I enjoyed it.
I'm blasted away.
So then I started blasting away.
That sounded like a reference.
I mean,
It was Always
I was doing Sticks,
I knew it was a Sticks reference.
It was an Always Sunny reference.
and he was doing Sunny.
Yeah.
It's Danny DeVito with guns.
Yes.
Marvel's newest hero.
I'd watch it.
I'd say
Nah, he's already a DC guy because he was, the Penguin.
He was the Penguin.
like in 1992.
Mud.
Yes. Marvel and DC people are they're not allowed to share characters except for
Except they explicitly say Superman like 3 times in Eternals.
that is weird.
They do?
Yes.
What is
Superman?
that movie?
Yeah, and like I feel like it's okay when comic books reference other comic books, but when the movies do it, that's a crime.
Like, were they talking about
Yes.
Mr. Superman?
They were talking
The
about
man?
Clark Kent's Superman.
What?
And they also mentioned, I think, like Alfred, like the butler.
Yes.
What?
Who is Batman's butler.
Are we gonna get Marvel versus Capcom? The movie?
I love that you chose Capcom instead of DC.
Mila Jovovich beats the shit out of Aquafina.
Love it.
Mila Jovovich, who is she? Resident Evil?
She's in Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
which is Capcom's
Oh,
movie.
Oh god, she's in Monster Hunter
Right.
and Resident Evil.
Dude, I would watch that movie in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No one else would, but we would.
Yeah.
We have fucking Chris Hemsworth fighting Arathalos.
Arathalos, who's the representative for Capcom in the film.
Bring back that guy who played M. Bison, as in bring him back to life from dying of cancer.
Died of cancer.
It's Mr. X from Resident Evil 2 getting just pummeling the absolute living shit out of Howard the Duck for 2 hours.
This is a very strange Marvel vs. Capcom roster.
Yeah. Listen, it's relegated to streaming services. They could
Marvel can still put up a slightly better thing than.
I think that makes it. I think it's way more fun for everyone if it's not A-list.
Sure.
It's like all this list.
It's like, don't you just want to see a bunch of weirdos just absolutely going at it?
That duck from the collector's tank is fighting a fucking Zamtrios.
Yep.
Why not?
What's the name of the professor from Mega Man? Professor Light?
Professor Light, yeah, Dr. Light or something.
Anyway,
It's-
Red
it's
Skull
pretty much-
is torturing him in the movie. Wow, this one's going so much better.
It is hittable and doesn't hit nearly as hard.
God, that other one really sucks. It's a fight.
Yes.
Oh, I got hit by that.
Okay, stop cowering in fear. This isn't Red Skull.
Also, I don't know if anybody else has watched any of it yet, but Somehow the Boba Fett show is not that bad.
I don't believe you.
I feel like I'm not allowed to watch it because of the principles that I've stated before.
Yeah, I mean, and it's fair, but it's like, yeah, it's not actually that bad. It's good.
Stop! Fucking cut it out! Good lord. Duncan too.
I know, he was just fucking on us.
Jesus.
Basically, as
Yeah.
long as you can get over him crawling out of the Sarlacc, then it's a
Nope.
good show.
No,
Nope,
I'm fine
can't
with that
handle it.
because like that was already like a
It's
book.
tough to get over, for sure.
The Mandalorian armor was written in like the 90s, but like I'm more upset that like they're like now we have to turn it into a TV show.
I would actually be more willing to try out the show if they didn't show him crawling out of a Sarlacc pit. Like that was the deal breaker. I might be willing to like watch an episode, but now that I know they explain how he got out of the Sarlacc pit, I refuse.
Do they
He literally
de-age
just
him?
crawled. But also, like, after watching Mandalorian and realizing, apparently, canonically, how fucking insane Beskar armor is, it makes sense.
No, I refuse.
Like, he does go inside a crate dragon that has just melted a bunch of sand people with its acid, and it's fine. In Mandalorian.
With Timothy...
Oliphant.
Guy.
Oh, yeah. Love that guy.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent man.
You can't say that for certain.
No, actually, I think
Okay,
he's
I guess
kind
we're
of
not waiting for it to go to sleep, guys.
an asshole. Nope.
Ah, fuck it.
Okay,
I'm gonna kill him in like 3 hits anyway.
probably not.
Alright, it's gonna take more than 3 hits.
There it goes.
But not a lot.
There's a shiny.
Hey, I think this is the first time I didn't die in.
Good job.
Oh God, carve anything you need, Wade. No.
A shell.
I got a shell.
No, I haven't gotten any trouble.
Oh no, that was only one shell. I think I'll do one more.
Fair.
Yes, fair. I only spent half of that hunt trying to get the right item set from the game.
Is that all?
That all. How are your rewards, Duncan?
Okay, I got 2 and I had 3 in the rewards, so we're
Alright.
fine.
Woo!
I was like, for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.